I've got the perfect strategy for you. I'm going to teach you how to get clients as a nutrition coach. You're the expert at nutrition. I'm the expert at marketing. And specifically, the only clients that I know how to help are coaches, consultants, and course creators. So I'm really excited for you as a nutrition coach to learn this strategy. So what you're going to learn is how people that are interested in things like diet or grocery shopping or supplements or meal planning, things like that, how those people who've never heard of you before are now going to find you and see you as the expert. So how do you get these people that really need nutrition coaching but have never heard of you before? How do you get these people to trust you and to line up wanting to talk to you? So it all starts with a two-step video marketing strategy, okay? We'll call it stage 1 and stage 2. Stage 2 is a promo video. Stage 1 is a video that builds a relationship, and there's a specific way that you can create these videos that works like magic, okay? Most people skip stage 1. They don't do stage 1. They only focus on creating a promo video, and then they'll pay or something, like they'll just put this video on their website hoping it gets views, and it doesn't, or they'll pay. They'll do paid traffic, and they'll just send people, forcing them to watch this video. They're on the defense, and if they get enough views, they'll start to generate leads, but they're low quality leads. So that's what most people do for their video marketing. What we're going to do that's different is we're going to build a relationship first, and after there's this relationship, after there's trust, and after there's interest, then those people will voluntarily go and watch the promo video. And a conversation with these people after they watch the promo video is night and day different. It's like a referral quality lead. So imagine having people like that have a pre-frame that are interested in losing weight or interested in supplement, things like that. Those type of people that are qualified, those are the ones you have conversations with. Okay, so with that picture in mind of this two-step, I want to show you what these videos look like on YouTube. Okay, if you go to YouTube and you type in how to change the tone of your singing voice, you'll find Jason Hewlett. He's a voice coach. If you type in how do millionaires build wealth using life insurance, you'll find Doug Andrew. He's a financial planner and provides financial services. If you type in what is the role of a superintendent in construction, you'll find Jason Schroeder. He's a consultant to the construction industry. If you type in how to treat hormonal imbalance in teenage girls, you'll find Dr. Carrie Ann Perkins. She's an OBGYN. If you type in how to become a politician, you'll find Jay Townsend. He provides coaching to politicians who want to grow their campaign or win an election. He teaches them how to do that. Okay, so all of these videos are stage 1 videos, and each of these people, we've created hundreds of videos like this, so there's tons of entrance points, okay? The stage 1 is the video where you just educate. You answer questions and you build a relationship, and then people go from stage 1 to stage 2 to watch your promo videos, and they want to have a conversation with you after that. Here's the strategy. It's called the leaf strategy. Okay, so we have a tree. The tree has a broad trunk that goes out to the branches, that goes out to the leaves. The trunk represents your core area of expertise, so nutrition, right? The branches are all the different areas of expertise that you have, and the leaves represent the questions, the very specific questions that your target audience is asking. So let me show you a couple examples. The whole tree is nutrition, so what's a leaf? How to calculate nutritional value of a recipe. I didn't make that question up. I did some keyword research and I found the questions that people are asking consistently on Google and YouTube, right? This is the exact wording, the exact spelling that I found that people are typing in. So that's what you would want the title of your episode to be. If you make up your own title, or if you change this title, change some of the words or the spelling, it won't work. You have to use the spelling that people use when they type it in on Google and YouTube. So here's another one that I found. How to carry nutrition during a marathon. I would have never thought of anything like that, but that's a very interesting question, and it's so specific. So if you're to record this episode, you know exactly who you're talking to. They're training for a marathon and they want to know how to carry this nutrition. What should they carry? So the more specific you can get and the more targeted you could get in these leaf titles, the better it is. Now, just to show you this tool that I use to find these questions, it's called the Keyword Magic Tool. You can get a free trial of this tool if you go to herokeywordtool.com. Let me show you an example. Let's pretend you were a coach that helped people navigate change. Okay, change would be the trunk of your tree. So we type that in there, we hit search, we turn on the questions button, and we turn on a word count filter of 8. So in this example, I'm looking for questions about change that have 8 or more words, okay? And here's some examples that I found. How to deal with a life-changing injury, how to deal with employees' resistance to change, how to change your life at 60 years old, what are the primary components necessary for lasting cultural change, and that's a mouthful. But if you look at the right here, this is the volume that these exact questions have every single month on Google and YouTube. I don't recommend you starting with questions that have more than 100. I actually recommend you start with the lower ones. I call those the low-hanging fruit. So even questions that have 10 or 20 searches a month, here's what happens. People go to Google or YouTube and they type in that question. Your video pops up and they're like, oh, that's exactly what I was searching for. So of course they click on it and they watch it all the way to the end. And these 20 people now that have watched it all the way to the end, YouTube says, oh, those 20 people liked the video, and the YouTube algorithm will get to work finding more people just like those 20. So you just need to pull in a sample size of the right people, the people that are searching for you, the people that are asking this question. Okay, so ingredient number 1 is leaf titles, and that one's critical. And ingredient number 2 is you want your episodes to be 10 to 12 minutes in length. You don't want them to be short, so you don't want to do any short content like that. It won't work, it won't build a relationship. But you don't want your content to be too long, like 20, 30, or 40 minutes. You might as well split that up into multiple episodes and you'll get multiple results, okay? So 10 to 12 minutes is the perfect length. You've got to keep their attention though. So 10 minutes, you've got to have some strategy at the beginning to encourage them to stick around all the way to the end. I call these curiosity hooks. You've got to say some things about what's coming in the video, like a table of contents, and create curiosity about what's coming so that they know, yeah, I want to stick around here. I want to watch this full 10-minute episode. Ingredient number 4 is you've got to create custom thumbnails. Let me show you some examples. So here are 6 different thumbnails for Dr. Carrie Ann Perkins. I don't remember the title of this episode, but we created 6 different thumbnail ideas just for this one episode, because thumbnails are pretty critical. Thumbnails are pretty competitive, and I looked at these 6 and I could pick and choose which one stands out to me the most, which one's the most compelling, or which one creates the most curiosity. So whether you just design one thumbnail or you create 6 like this, the goal is to really give it your best guess and create the one that creates that most curiosity, the one that will compel people to want to click on it. So that's ingredient number 4, and ingredient number 5 is you want to launch 5 episodes per week, okay? You can actually do this by launching 1 episode per week. You'll just get slower results. But let me show you what happens if you launch 5 episodes per week. This is a spreadsheet, and you should be excited about this spreadsheet. Okay, this is Noelle Randall. She provides coaching to people on how to invest in real estate, Airbnb real estate. Now, what we're looking at here is a list of leaf titles, but they're grouped together on just one branch. This branch is the Real Estate Investor Find branch. Here's another branch. This is the Real Estate Investor Become branch. So all of these leaf titles have those 4 words. Okay, so when I showed these 2 branches to Noelle, she looked at this first one and she said, this is not my target audience. I'm glad you showed it to me this way, because I might have filmed some of these topics here, but now that I see this, this is not my target audience, but this one is my target audience. I want to own this space. Anytime one of these questions is searched on Google and YouTube, I want to be seen at the top. So we checked her ranking on both these branches. This first branch that she didn't want to dominate, you'll see she's got a lot of yeses. A yes means if you do this search on YouTube, you'll find Noelle Randall's videos in the top 3. A starting means we have to scroll down, but then we do find her in the top 20. And a no means when we search, we don't find Noelle. So she actually does have a little bit of traction here, but this branch is no longer important to us. This is the one that Noelle wants to dominate, and we're excited to find a branch that she wants to dominate, that's her exact target audience, and it has mostly no's, okay? She only has 2 yeses here, so she got to work. On February 19th, you'll see that in the filming date column, she filmed 5 episodes on this branch. She filmed more on other branches too, but I'm just focusing on one branch. In March, she filmed 3 more episodes on this branch, and in April, she filmed 3 more. Now let me show you the results that happened. By April 18th, we had turned 2 yeses into 8 yeses. By May 16th, even more, and by July 3rd, even more. So now she's totally dominating this branch on YouTube. So if you want to dominate YouTube like this, you need to follow this same strategy to get more nutrition clients from YouTube. And I want to help you. I've created a mini course. The mini course is only $17. It's called the YouTube Lead Gen Blueprint. You can find more information about this mini course if you go to youtubeleadgen.net. You can complete this course in just a few hours, but you're going to learn the tactics necessary to actually implement these 5 steps and get results. You're going to learn how to rank at the top of YouTube very, very quickly, and in fact, you're going to learn how to dominate YouTube in just 4 months. I'm really excited to see you in this mini course. Go to youtubeleadgen.net. I'll see you there.